I'm live. All right. Live. I'm live. See if anybody shows up. We got knives and stuff all around. Never heard from Pharaoh about winning this thing, but he's got like a week before we pick someone else. I'm in a mood. I've already been drinking my drink. It's delicious. So, nobody's here. Oh, 4's here. The numbers jump like with nothing. We got Jeremy, good evening. Malik, hello. And 2 other people that have said nothing. So, good evening, everybody. It is, I always start a little bit early, so we can just chat before we get to the main event of stuff. But, cool. So, just got the notification. Hello, Anita. Hello, Ethan. Hello, Aiden. Did you get that email? I never got an email. I never did get your email. Oh, you have a fire tack. This is the face of jealousy right now. I have had XM18s, XM24s, and I got in on the very first Eclipse drop. When the first 100 of them. But I've always wanted a fire tack. I've always wanted one. No, you have 2 fire. See, that's just rubbing it in. That's just, yeah. You have 2 fire tacks, but you don't have a Snake Eye tactical jumbo huge large, whatever the 10 lines of description is. Oh, ha ha. Yeah, the fire tack is beautiful. I love the fire tack knife. But that's one of Hinderer's best. And now I'm depressed because I have no Hinderers because they all got lost. It's so sad. I'll build that collection up again one day. Anyway, what? Believe me, if I had that money right now, I would take it off your hands now, right now. I can't believe there are no takers for a fire tack. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That is such a beautiful knife. It just gorgeous. So anyway. So I hope everybody's had a good week. I can't even say good week because we just did another live on Monday. But, Hello, Mark. So what are you supposed to say? You wanted to be a moderator, and you were supposed to write me one good reason why I should give you moderator privileges. That's what it was supposed to say. Hello, Craig. I can't believe you had no takers on fire tack. That's crazy. Unless your asking price was just through the roof. I don't know. But I mean, they're going to be more expensive than an XM18 because they're a lot more rare. So we've got some cool stuff we're going to talk about. If people have checked out the fake hustled benchmade video today, we'll talk about that. I think I've shown you what I have done with it, but we'll look at it again because there's going to be a whole video on the process of how that happened. That'll probably post maybe tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Of how we got to there. We'll talk about some upcoming stuff. I have finally finished the test video for the Kuby 218 Shark, also known as the Klingon Battle Cruiser. Hi, Sunshine. Me and Sunshine had a real good time on Monday, if you guys joined us. Tasting some old school MREs. Hopefully you did. And if you didn't, well, the video's up there. You can go look at it. It was a good time. All right. You guys, give me a second. I'm going to check my email right now. I'll look for emails. Well, that is a good reason. You know what? I'm going to give... You know what? That's a good reason. Hang on. I got to get back to this. Oh, I can't do it from here. Hang on. Why does it say upcoming? It's live. Hang on. Okay. Do. Why is it not letting me go to it? That's weird. It is not weird. I'm trying to give Malik what he has earned, and it is just not letting me do it right now. 400 for fire tech. That's a great price. Like I said, if I had that money right now, I would send it right over. I would absolutely take that off your hand. Damn. I wish I had that in the budget right now. That's a fantastic price for that. Hang on. I'm still trying to figure out how to work this out from Malik because it's not letting me. It's not letting me look at the live stream on YouTube itself, which it should let me, so I can give people a thing. Why is it not letting me do this? Now, I am aware that we are in fact live. All right. Well, Malik, you might live now. I get that. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. Well, Malik, you might have to wait till the next one to get your moderatorness. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh, Jimmy's here, so we can start now. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. All right. So, Malik, we'll get this thing worked out for you. I just, I'm not sure I can do it right this second, but we will. Oh, we will. Yes. So, we got about 5 minutes. If you guys want to ask something or whatevs. Cuddy things. I like cuddy things. Well, I might. I just might have. I might be about to do another giveaway, actually. Possibly 2 giveaways that we are doing. Boom. Look at that. Look at what you just got. Look what I managed to do. Am I very nasally? Yeah. The best sub box. I don't know, Mark. That's a good question. I don't know, Carnivore Club, because I like eating meat. I don't know. It's really, it's Battle Box. No, that would be funny, right? I like, I think overall, honestly, I like Barrel and Blade in the long term because the stuff that we get, it's hard for me to put it into words. In the long term, overall, BattleBox gives us a good mix, good quality. I'd like it if I could get my box this month. I had to email them again. But if I made a knife and gearbox myself, what would the first? I don't even know, Jimmy. I got no idea. Like that's one of the reasons I don't do a box. People always ask, like, why don't you put a box together yourself? And I'm like, cause it's hard. It's hard. I don't want to do hard things. Did hard things for enough of my life. Now I'm doing easier things. I don't know. I would definitely, like, the first box would contain, so I would probably, like, an intro box would contain a bag, a good fixed blade knife, a good folder. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much good in one box. Some kind of sharpening thing. Like a pocket, like a good quality pocket whetstone. See, now you're also asking me to come up with it all on the spot. Like, yeah, you're putting me on the spot, man, like all at once. Maybe a water device of some kind. I don't know. A light, definitely a light, you know. I don't know. Would my boxes build off one another? See, I don't know. I don't know. I had never given this thought. I have honestly never given it thought. I don't know. But maybe that'll be a fun video, like a fun video series, like a fantasy if we were going to put together a box. Because I'm not doing it. Not doing it. But maybe we could discuss, like, what would it be if we did. If we as a group put together our own box, what would it be? I don't know. Maybe that would be like, hey, Wrench, how's it going? Maybe that could be like for one of the giveaways we have coming up, like, pick 3 items you would put in the DocP subscription box, you know, like, suggest it. Maybe that'll be one of the questions. I don't know, or maybe I would do, I got some new, I can't see, I hate when I have news that I can't tell you guys because it makes me crazy because I want to tell you guys, but maybe there will be an actual DocP knife that you guys will be able to get in the subscription box within the next year. I don't know. Yes, I agree with this. And I have agreed with this. I have no idea. I don't know. I'd make it less than BattleBox, though. I'll tell you that. Whatever it is. Less than BattleBox. Dun, dun. So, all right, it is 6:45 on the eastern seaboard on the right coast. Not like right and wrong. Right coast as opposed to left coast. So, we are going to get started. Welcome to Channel Chat. We made it to 10 episodes. All right. We're doing better than a lot of shows on Fox have ever done. Awesome. So let's get started. So today I posted the video about the fake as fake can be benchmade. Okay, so I got to know where David, hold on. I got to know where you are, David. Where are you? Where you at? Obviously, you're on the other side of that magic line across the Pacific Ocean. And you know what? This is, I don't know. I think I would just have one box. Yeah. The South of Korea. Thank you. Okay, so posted the video on the fake benchmade. that I knew. Now, if you recall going back, I knew it was going to be something like I forgot what revelation I got, but I knew something was up, and I knew it was going to be fake before it got here, and I knew I lost out in the trade, and he got two good Kershaws for it. Higher end Kershaws for it. The guy, you won't know that. Nobody will know the guy's name. His name is Jeff with a G-E. I'm sorry, Jerry, not Jeff. Jerry. And he's in Florida, and I've already put him up on the benchmade groups on Facebook. But that's probably not even his real name. It's probably not even. He probably has he probably just created. He probably has like 100 fake names for doing this. But anyway, so I hope you guys, and there's probably 20 videos too for identifying a fake 940. I have never seen one made of plastic before. I've seen people getting the fake, like actual fake carbon fiber 940s and fake. No, because you know what? The police are going to have no interest. Honestly, the authorities have no interest in this. I actually answered a comment from Todd today. They don't care. And they don't care because it's like they'll actually call it a victimless crime, even though technically you call me a victim. But it's like, what's the actual value? Like they don't care. They're not going to care. The post office will file a report, but because it was done through postal service, but the value to that, they won't care. Even though I have an address, which may or may not even be the dude's address. What they do sometimes is they'll use a random address and they'll just wait to see the package delivered, and they'll grab it like a porch pirate, and it won't even. So it honestly, it's not even. It's more aggravation and hassle to pursue because and knowing that nothing's going to come of it. Yeah, Jimmy, that 942 did look familiar, didn't it? So the thing is, that even though there's like 20 different, probably more videos on fake 940s, I had never seen one made of plastic before. Like that's a new one to me. And that's kind of why I threw the video up there. Because, we can always use one more reference for people to like say, hey, this is not real, showing some details. And I've never seen the plastic 940 before. Plastic. I've seen fake carbon. I've seen carbon fiber ones that are counterfeit. I've seen aluminum handled ones that are counterfeit. Malik, it'll probably last about an hour. I keep calling you Malik. It's me like Meeps. Sorry. It usually lasts for about an hour. But this was the first one I saw. So I decided I was going to do a whole video on it and be like, hey, here's some, just one more source of what to look out for. There were things that we saw starting with the box itself that were so wrong. But at the same time, there's so much of it that looked so right. And I decided that, and I've shown this before, I think, that 940 did not deserve to look like a benchmade 940. So I did some customizing work on it, and I showed you guys this. I had to get that benchmade emblem off there as best I could. Deserve to say benchmade. And so it still is, we'll still have the clip, but it is the clip, Now you can't tell very well here. In the video you're going to see tomorrow, you'll see the chameleon, the color change, the color change paint really doing its color change thing in better light. It's a really nice color change. It's really good. But the cops and the customs care a lot. Yeah, no, here the cops just, they're like, okay, great. You got scammed. Buyer beware. They won't do anything about it here. So anyway, I redid it, and I have a whole video, because you guys have been asking me to do, when are we going to see some more custom work? So this is not a lot of custom work. It's not a lot. And it's, to be honest, this is not something you probably want to carry around with the materials I did it with. I did it here, not in the shop, because I keep telling you guys the shop is slammed. So this isn't Cerakote and hydrographics type stuff. This is actually done with model paints. Like, it's coated, you could handle it. But Peter, thank you. Peter's so generous. Every live stream, Peter kicks in a little bit. Hey, 2A, we're just talking about the video today, the fake benchmade, and looking at this. So you guys are going to see the process. The video tomorrow is the process. We're going to take apart that fake benchmade. You're going to see exactly how it went from that to what we have. And I think this might be a giveaway, with the understanding that it's not the kind of thing you're going to EDC, because what I've done to this is cosmetic, really. It's not. It looks nice. It's not going to hold up to daily holding and use, because it's not that. It's paint. But I'll have a custom video, a custom work video coming up for you guys to check out. And you'll see that there are some things you can do that are really not that complicated to transform it. But you'll also get to see the internals of that fake benchmade, and you'll get to see some real telltale signs that we kind of saw in the video today, but that when you take it apart, you'll just see how terribly fake it is with some other stuff. So, you know what? You didn't miss 2A because I didn't do it as customary. So the drink of the day is the standard, the summertime. This is going to be the summertime drink, guys, unless we have special need for a toast or something. And it is delicious. And the pocket carry of the day, yes, you will. Okay, Jimmy, I'm going to get to that in a minute. And the carry of the day was the Manix 2 in Maximet that I had done the multicam hydrographics on once upon a time. Anita, you have missed. It is, now I know it's called a Malibu Sunset because I've been schooled on that because the viewers are awesome. So this is coconut rum. It is pineapple juice and grenadine, and it is just tropical and fruity and delicious, and I can drink 10 of them and get really verschnicken and not even realize I'm drinking alcohol. This is probably true. This is probably the most important thing that you missed, 2A. So can you fix patina on a blade, like clean it up? Yes, you can. You can. Can you fix pitting? Not really. Now, technically you could fill it with Bondo or something, but it's never going to be really, pitting is pitting. It's in there. But you can clean up patina. Yes. That is terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. You can make it with regular rum. Oh, look at me likes. Me like meeps. I like saying me like meeps. DC, hello. Welcome. So, anyway, in other news, bam, it's all shiny and clean again because I finished the testing video. I think you're probably going to see this maybe on Monday or so. I think you guys are really going to enjoy the video too. If the pitting isn't super deep, you could grind. Yeah, you could grind it off, but so hold on. Before we get to this, you could maybe grind it off, but it all depends on the knife and the steel and the thickness of it. Yes, it is possible. That's true to grind it off, but hey, good old boy. Is Blade City good? We seem to get this question a lot. Is Blade City good? If you are into knives that you want to display and show, Blade City is a good choice. If you're into knives that you're actually going to work with and use a lot, I would not recommend Blade City. Yeah, Jimmy, sure. I can't promise, till I actually put hands on it, how good we're going to get it, but I'd be glad to work on it for you and help you out. Good old boy, hello. Oh, man, I forgot to bring the thing in to open up. You got a notice. I'm glad you got the notification. So this, hello, Ethan.
Can I use your phone?
You want to use my phone? That's what you came in here for? Yes. Here's my phone. So this is all cleaned up. You'll see it's still got a little discoloration, but first let me say that whatever kind of lacquer blade protectant they have put on this thing is amazing. It's great. But you guys, I think, are really going to enjoy the video, the hard use test on this, because we did the tests that were requested. We did some standardized, some standard use tests, but I also mixed in some stuff that you guys specifically asked to see. And so there's some humor in this thing. There is some good old-fashioned work in this test. It's I think it's like a 40-minute long video. But listen, so here's the bluff. Bottom line up front. Bluff. This thing, the tip is still intact, and this thing will kill. It will cut, and it will mess up. It will mess up a lot of stuff. This, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. And it looks like a shark. Dun 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 dun. I stabbed this straight through aluminum cans. I chopped down a small tree. You guys are gonna see everything I did. I fruit ninja'd. Yeah, hung it up on a wall. I did cardboard, and then I even it's so sad. The most cool knives you present. I'm so sorry to hear about those knife laws, and Europe has some really strict laws on knives. And then I even I did a little resharpening to restore the edge after all that, to see how hard it's going to be. And it's a good video, I think. Todd, I don't know. This knife really impressed me. There are some flaws in it that I would correct, but it is big and heavy. But anyway, I don't know, Todd. I'll think about that. But you guys will see this one, and don't let the weird shape fool you. But anyway, we'll see. Yeah, the Patreon guys have already got access to that video. And what did you walk in on? So Shadow, we're talking about I completed the testing on that Kuby shark, the heavy use test video, and talking about some of the stuff that went into it, because I took requests for what people kind of wanted to see me do with it, and it took abuse, and it dished out abuse right back, and it did a lot better in some of the stuff than I really thought it was going to do. It was pretty good. So while the Patreon guys are seeing it now, and they have some decisions to make as a group, one decision really, but anyway, you guys will see it. The general channel will see it soon, and I think it's going to be pretty good. Now, I did get my Onyx box today. I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to do the unboxing of it tonight. Hang on, I have it right here. Pretty sure I have it right here. It's the 219. Thought I had it right here. I don't have it right here, but I hope you guys are enjoying this sweet boob shot. I really thought I had it here, but it's the Kuby 219. It's the new version of, remember the new version of this guy, the G10 version with a nice Scotch-Brite blade. Someone disliked the stream. Listen, there's somebody that just goes around disliking all of my videos. And you know what? Oh, well. I could have sworn that 219 was here on the table because I haven't cleaned up this end of the table in a while, but oh well. So, so here's what's going to happen, because I haven't said this. So the Patreon group, I'm going to do a giveaway just for them. They're going to pick, whoever wins is going to pick either the Shark or the 219, right? Whatever they don't pick, I'm going to give away on the regular channel for everybody else, for all the subscribers. I'll give away the other one. Here it is. It was under the MRE crackers, the 219. This guy right here. So for sure, we're giving away both of these blades because Kuby is going to be sending me some more stuff. I specifically requested if you know the Kuby Raven in Jade, I asked them to send me one of those because I just got to see it. And they're sending me some other ones too, to get kind of their new thing going. I gotta try rum and Dr. Pepper. But wait. So here's the question. Here's my question for you. Dark rum or light rum or like spiced rum? What kind of rum do you put in Dr. Pepper? Because I might want to try that. Yes. So both of these are in the summer giveaway pile. It's just a question as to which is going to Patreon and which is going to subscriber giveaway. And yes, you know what? We're going to give away this guy too. And then, and there's more. And there's going to be more. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways. You should do flaming Dr. Peppers for every dislike in Battle Box. I don't know what a flaming Dr. Pepper is, Jimmy. Fill me in. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I've never had a flaming Dr. Pepper. Can I give him a small spoiler? Can I? Hold on. Let me see something here real quick. I want to see if I can. All right, go ahead. Give him a spoiler, and I'll just not look. I just won't read your comment. Go ahead. Not looking. I won't look at your comment until I see your comment load up. I'm definitely. I got something from Through Night. Did I show you this already? I don't know. So Through Night has a new mounted light. I don't know if I showed this to you already. Great. If not, here it is. Through Night has a new mounted light, and it's branded with Black Scout Survival. If you've ever watched Black Scout Survival, he's a cool dude. He knows his stuff. So it's a very simple light, but they specifically said they want me to test this against the Olight PL Pro, which is a bold statement, Cotton. Now it's a simple light, but it comes with Glock rail and 1913 rail so that you can choose. Now this is a pretty big thing to consider putting on a handgun, I think, this part back here. But so we're going to do this. We're going to test it. And it's a shot of Wild Turkey 101 lit on fire and dropped in a pint of Bud Light. I'm not drinking a pint every time I don't like something in Battle Box. That's just too much physical. I'm not afraid of the alcohol. That's just too much physical drinking. So this should be cool. I'm looking forward to testing this out. Especially, I like it when a company has the guts to say, we want you to put this up against something that we know to be good. No, it's not about being a wimp, Jimmy. It's about not wanting to have to get up and go piss. And plus, it's Bud Light. Nah. Did I ever tell you guys about the Curly's Challenge in Mountain Home, Idaho? Let's talk about the Curly's Challenge. Let's stop everything here and let's talk about the Curly's Challenge in Mountain Home, Idaho. So Through Night I really like Through Night. Through Night is my top 3 is in no particular order. I'm just saying I might with Stella. I might do it. Stella's good. I love Stella. And Yingling. Yingling is really good too. So my top 3 lights, by the way, O-Light, Through Night, and Night Court. But so in Mountain Home, Idaho, and if you guys have ever been in Mountain Home is a town with a population of like 9,000 and like 4,000. No, like 5,000 are like the population of the Air Force Base. Okay. So there's a little bar called Curly's, and it is, I wouldn't call it a dive bar, but it's certainly not a high class establishment. No. So I do kind of agree with this statement. So Curly's has a thing they call the Curly's Challenge. And in Curly's, the challenge is, I'm trying to remember, I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember the challenge. 2 drinks an hour on the hour and a half hour for 14 hours consistently. You can select anything except for liqueurs and cordials. Schnapps. I don't think schnapps counts either. You can go to the bathroom. You can go get some fresh air in their patio area. You cannot leave the bar. You cannot throw up. You cannot fall asleep. You can order food. You can eat food. You can drink water. You can do whatever you want inside the bar. But for 14 hours, you must drink your 2 drinks an hour for 14 hours without throwing up, falling asleep, leaving the bar. And if you succeed, you get, number 1, your bar tab is covered. You don't have to pay. You get a T-shirt that says the liver is evil and must be punished. I survived the Curly's Challenge. And you get your name up on the wall in this plaque. So I decided in 2010, before deployment, that this would be a great team bonding activity for our crew prior to deployment. So we went in as a team, and boy, was this just, yeah. And what was really cool was like a lot of members of our squadron showed up to cheer us on, throughout the thing as we did it. But you know what? It sounds pretty simple, like, 2 drinks an hour, every half hour. That's easy. You're like, oh, I'll do a shot every half hour. Sounds great. It really is not. And so you can listen, like we had one captain who like had a strategy going in, but then we had this one idiot named Culp who decided he was going to, like, his favorite thing to drink was Guinness. Now I'm just saying, if you ever had a Guinness, no, we weren't ammo. We were not ammo. No, we did close air support stuff. We did air control, no. So I was guy on the radio calling the planes in when we need to make things go away. So this dude Culp, like, his favorite drink was Guinness. And so like he just did not play this smart. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're drinking 2 drinks an hour for 14 hours and you think you're going to do that, drinking a glass of Guinness, that's a lot to pack in your stomach. And then, you got to do this smartly. And so it's just not A good idea. Yeah, well, so this is like our career field is very small. There's only about 1,300 of us in the whole, force, and we've had to because of the new Air Force. All of our old traditions are so like when we go to school, at Luke, like we'd have initiation parties, the baby class party. We go to school in Arizona and at Nellis in Nevada, and our initiations would be everybody has to do a keg stand, and everybody has to in the class has to like it's a personal bottle of apple corn. If you've ever had apple corn, I hate it. Has to down a bottle of apple corn, and then there's a bottle of Jack that your class is responsible for down. Like you have to you guys don't have to do it yourself, but like a handle of Jack that your class is responsible for downing. And so everybody does a keg stand and then has to recite the creed and the mission statement. Sorry, not the creed, the mission statement. And then you get your personal bottle of apple corn, and then your class has to make the handle of Jack go away. But you can't do that anymore in the new Air Force because that's hazing and stuff. And it's just, yeah, it's a fun career field though. Especially if you like to learn about, you have to know about the airplanes and the ground weapons, because you have to know all about the friendly and the enemy airplanes, because you have to know about the threats to the, and like how air combat tactics, because you might be controlling an intercept, or you could be calling in an airstrike. You have to know like what planes carry what weapons, you have to be able to identify like a friendly tank from an enemy tank and know all the different things. And so you have to learn everything about every weapon. It's really cool. It's a really cool career field. But like hey, Sebastian, how are you? Glad you could stop in. I'm glad to see you. It's a super, it used to be a very super type A career field. Very inappropriate. Everybody, like when I was young in the career field, we would all go to jail today for what went on, for the things we said, the way we said them, the things none of us would survive. But yes, the push for gun control right now, I'm just going to say it's all political. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like, they're not utilizing the laws that we already have. And if you look at these mass shootings going on that they have, in every single case, the shooter should already not have had that weapon, should not have had that gun. And they're failing to utilize the things they already have in place. And then they're saying, we need more laws. But, Carrie, you know what? The going gear, I didn't get my going gear yet, the EDC club this month. I did not get my going gear, my EDC club this month. I just realized I haven't. Hopefully I'll get it this week. We'll see. But if you got yours today, maybe I'll get mine in the next few days. I just realized, hopefully I'll get it this week. I didn't see. The gun show loophole that is. So I've said this before, but the thing is, like, so at the shop, we're not really primarily, we're not a gun store. We're not. But you have class 3 license and all stuff. We can sell, we can do transfers. And to see people like at the beginning of the pandemic coming in who have never bought guns before, many of whom were very normally, the gun control crowd, but now they feel like they need guns and stuff like this. And there are a lot of people who really believed the hype that you can just come in and buy a gun. You just slam money on the counter and walk out with a gun. It's that easy. And for them to discover that it's not like that, and then, but not only to discover that's not how it works, that there's there is background checks involved, and it's a process. And then they get angry because they're like, well, this isn't what I was led to believe. We're like, no, it's not just walk in and pick a gun and stroll on out. It's and then they're mad. They're like, well, why do I have to give you all this personal information? And they're like, background check. Well, that's not what they say on CNBC happens, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, guess what? They're lying to you. And then some of them get turned down on the background. They get rejected. And if you're familiar with the process, we don't get to find out why. They don't tell us this person is rejected because of XYZ. They just say you can't sell that person the gun. And then we can give them paperwork and a phone number that they can fill out to challenge it or to request further information. And so we were like, listen, you got rejected on the background check, and here's how you. And then they get mad at us, and they're like, I don't understand, blah 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 blah. I've always been, and we're like, hey, you're in favor of gun control. You told us, you went on a rant about how you hate guns, but you feel like you need to protect yourself, and gun control this. Gun control's working. You have something in your past. And sometimes it's legitimately a mistake. Sometimes the social security numbers get crossed, or sometimes the names are similar, or sometimes they don't even realize there's something on their record that they did when they were young and stupid, or whatever. But it's been so crazy to see this happen. And all these people that really believed when some news source told them, oh, it's such an epidemic of violence, you can walk in anywhere and just with no restrictions, just walk out with a weapon of war, to see their faces when they find out it's not true. And then they're like, well, if you won't sell me the gun, I'll just go somewhere else. And we're like, good luck. You go somewhere else. After you get rejected on the background check here, you're going to get arrested if you try to buy another gun, because now it's known that there's something that you've been rejected for. Trying to buy a gun now is a felony for you because you're not supposed to have it. I could go on and on and on about gun control. But it's, we finally got a victory with that judge overturning the assault weapons ban in California by great logic. But now, they stayed his ban so that California can appeal, but I don't know. All right, let's change the topic before I get DocP. What is my favorite gun? My favorite gun is still, you know what my favorite gun is? My favorite gun is the Smith & Wesson Model 645, which I used to own, which I don't anymore because during my first divorce, I sold all the guns before she could take them from me. And I wasn't smart enough to sell them to a friend for like $1 each. What's up? You bringing a pillow? Thanks for bringing me a pillow.
Behind your back, so your back can stay nice and comfortable.
You are such a considerate boy. Thank you. I loved when CNN had the general who was demonstrating the Air-15, and he said, and believe it or not, this is fully semi-automatic. No, I sold them. I sold them. Because I wasn't going to do anything illegal. I was going to play by the rules. I sold them, and I gave her half the money for them rather than have her take them from me in the divorce. I did it all legally. I had the receipts and everything. But the Smith & Wesson Model 645, I loved it. It was a big, clunky, metal beast of a 45, but I loved it. And it was great. And I wish I had one now. Oh, yeah, I did. Clearly, this dude, he's a West Point graduate and all this other stuff. And it's like, dude, don't pretend that you've ever actually trained or carried one of these things in your life. Like, Mr. CNN military analyst, shut up. Yeah, he was terrible. Ugh. I've had brand new E2s and E3s under my supervision that could handle that rifle a million times better than that retired general ever did. And I'm willing to bet he couldn't handle his M9 any better than that either. I hate the M9, by the way. I despise the M9. And I did teach when I was an instructor. I did teach my trainees that the correct answer to the question of what's the maximum effective range of the M9 is as far as you can throw it. Hated the M9. I qualified expert on it though, but I hated it. I mean, the Beretta 92 it's a solid firearm on the streets, like cops, great. You take it into the field and it gets dirty and dusty and stuff. And it's not made. It was never made for that. It was never made for that. So yeah, I hated the M9. I'm glad I can. I'm glad I can entertain. Karsten, hello from Australia. God, I'm still angry. I never got to go to Australia. What base was that in Australia? Hang on. I need to look this up for a second. I need to look this up. Australian Air Force Base, Wedgedale. Williamtown. That's where I almost got to go. Williamtown. I always wanted a Smith & Wesson M&P. That's pretty cool. Actually, I did. I got to fire off. I got to play with. Never really carried, but the Mark III SOCOM. Which is, oh, hey, Miss Kaylin, how are you doing? Welcome. Do you guys know that the Chinook? The Chinook is actually, most people don't know it because it looks like a big old clunky thing. A Chinook can easily outrun an Apache, which is pretty funny downrange. But a lot of times the Chinooks had to slow down for the Apaches that were escorting in Afghanistan and Iraq to catch up, or had to. It's pretty funny. But the Chinook is it's just such a powerful thing that if it's not fully loaded with all the cargo it can carry, it outruns its escorts all the time. Favorite place I was posted or deployed. My absolute favorite place I ever went. So I don't know if this counts. So I had to go TDY. Well, number one, okay. So going to weapons school at Nellis, actually going to United States Air Force Weapons School is the greatest experience of my life. The most miserable experience, but the greatest experience of my life. Hands down. I cannot. But the greatest place I ever went was Alaska, was Anchorage, Alaska at Elmendorf Air Force Base. And I hate cold weather. I despise cold weather. But it is just a chill, awesome place to go. I loved it. It was great. The base was really cool. So, when I went, it was now like J-Bear, Joint Base Elmendorf, Fort Richards? Is it Richardson? Fort Richardson, J-Bear, yeah. So it was like a joint base. But I loved Alaska. It was just such a great place. The people are awesome. It's kind of like 5 years behind the rest of the country. And we had some of the best Korean food I've ever had in my life there. It was just such a great place. I love Alaska, and I wanted to get stationed there. Actually, I changed my whole dream sheet. We have a unit there that is part of NORAD that you probably never heard of. It's the 176th Air Control Squadron, and they are super secure unit. But so whenever you read about F-22s having to go intercept Russian bombers, they're the folks that are directing the intercepts. They're the ones talking to the fighters and vectoring them in, and they would be the ones that, if they need to actually one day shoot down a plane, they'd be the ones giving the order to do it. So I was looking for an assignment up there. It would have been, and it's not a deployment squadron either. You never have to deploy from there. That is your full-time job, is just be on alert and watching radars. And also when I was up there, we saw some of the old giant HF radio antennas that they used for the emergency alert system, like for when they had to scramble bombers, for like global communication. It was really awesome up there. I like the HK USP. That's really cool. The Mark 23 SOCOM, I loved shooting. I loved my Springfield XDs. I still have a Springfield XD in 40 caliber, full 5-inch tactical. Where's it 4-inch? It's 5-inch. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head because they're locked up right now, so the boys don't get their hands on them. I'd have to go. Did they do Victor Alert? In the old days, they had B-52s on, Chrome Dome missions and everything. Now they have they had F-16, they had F-15s, and now F-22s constantly on air alert against intrusions against the air defense identification zone, and it's an awesome. But yeah, they had bombers loaded with nukes standing by. They always had some in the air, just orbiting, ready to go into Russian airspace. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I have one that I listen to, and they're friends from the military, and it's called Dat Feeling, and it's just a little bit of everything. And they're good guys. What ammo am I running? What ammo am I running? I have no revolvers, by the way. And yes, I believe this is a true statement. Believe it or not, I have some old black Talons that I have loaded for home defense. And then I've got I'm drawing a blank. Remingtons. I've got several boxes of Remington. What is your favorite YouTube channel to watch? Nerd Forge. I love watching Nerd Forge. I don't know. Yeah, I love watching Nerd Forge. I have never listened to Jocko podcasts. No. My favorite gun I own now is it's probably my AR. I mean, I love the AR because it's just such a reminder of military service days. I love the Springfield. I love the Springfield XD. I don't know why people don't like it. Hold on, I got to go to this. My EDC blade changes so often. Like I have a bunch of blades in rotation. What I find I carry very often is the Perpetua from Mass Drop. That's designed by TJ Schwartz. I really like that a lot. I really, really like that a lot. It's a great, just general use blade. I like carrying, actually, so I have it here, the old Kuby 219 carbon fiber. I love this knife. It feels great. I actually have a video that I put up just shortly, a little while ago, about kind of my favorite got EDC carries for this year that find their way. Like I try to rotate a lot, but there are some that always find their way into my pockets all the time. This at the beginning, the Manix 2 with Maximet steel. I have literally not sharpened this knife since I got it 3 years ago. 2 years ago? Maybe 2 years ago. And it is great. I like the Spyderco Dragonfly because it comes in some great steel options, and it's great for like it takes up no space in your pocket. This is a question that I'm ashamed to say I don't go camping as often as I used to. I don't, and I want to. Things have been really hectic, so I haven't really made this very clear, and I haven't said it a lot. But so Sam and I, who has been with me for, you've seen her on the channel, and we've been together for a long, long time. We split up, and she moved out a year ago, and it's been hard, kind of doing the house myself and running the house myself. If you have a phone with a camera, you can be in on it, by the way. You don't need a computer, but we can talk about that. So I honestly prefer a 4-inch blade because I guess I'm a size queen. I don't know. But so it's been a hard year, and I haven't, with the boys, I honestly have them most of the time. So, I really want, I want to do more stuff, and I want to get out and do more stuff, but it's just, I've had a lot going on this year. So I haven't gotten a chance to do everything I want to do. And the boys are handling it great. We've been so I also want to say that Sam and I are getting along great. We're co-parenting very well. We're always helping each other out whenever possible. Her life is also very hectic now. She started new career stuff, which takes a lot out of her, which is why I have the boys a lot more than, we had originally intended, to split time. I'm not complaining about having the boys. I love every second I spend with the boys, but it's taken a lot out of me. And we both kind of are looking at, she has a new relationship and I have a new relationship, and we're doing, but it's, hold on. Would you compare all knives to the ZT-0? I don't know. I have to look up, hold on. 452, ZT-0452. Hold on. Give me a second. But so when I talk about I'm actually not so much of a fan of the 452, actually. The handle's very slim, and I'm just, it's not, have you shot any? I have not shot a Canic. What the hell is going on my tablet? Ethan, can you bring me my phone for a second? I think I know what's going on my tablet right now. Hold on. There's another boob shot for you guys. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going on.
I got a new dragon.
You did. So what there's a Turkish gun or something that Darren got in the shop one day, and I can't remember what it is.
Can I go back now?
Yeah, you go back. I can't remember what it is. But it was. I just can't remember what it is. But it was really cool. So. But anyway. Yeah. So. Camping though, this summer is going to happen. We're going to get out more. you know, now that me and Aiden and even Ethan have been doing the fitness challenges, I do have some Safe Queen knives that are too pretty to use. I have a couple gold class benchmades. I have a Medford Praetorian that I never use. I have, hold on, they'll come to me. I have my some Spyderco Native 5s that they only they were, well, if you look at my Spyderco collection videos, they were only available to folks that were deployed downrange, and only through a lottery. So those never get carried. I have a Dwayne Dwyer custom Strider SMF. Never gets carried. Just looks pretty. I have a handful of safe. Yeah, I do have Safe Queens. And I know some people look down on that and they're like, you should use all your knives, but there are some that I get just to look nice. You know, there are some that I just want. Jimmy, you know what? I don't think it is weird because there's so much static electricity that is put down by those two rotors swimming by those two rotors. There's so much static electricity that I'm not surprised, actually. They actually short out electronics, and I've seen it happen on the ground. Yes, it's not weird at all. Trouble here? No, my day just got so much brighter. I have not gotten my Going Gear box yet, but people are just getting them this week, so hopefully mine will get here this week too. So as I was mentioning, new relationships. Anyway, see, now I will take them out. I used to have boxes for every knife I owned, every single knife I owned, but I just sort of lost track of it. I do. You popped your tire. This is why I need to be there. You shouldn't be pregnant and doing all that stuff. I should immediately come get you and do all your tire stuff for you. Oh, well, fine. And there are some that I do carry, but I baby, like this. I showed this before. This is it's a Strider. It's a Strider 3/4, but it's the Dwayne Dwyer blade. So I baby this one because he's not making these anymore. But so it's just regular production, but I mean, I love it. And selling the steel will knife you got in the Onyx box. I'm buying one. Was hoping. The steel will knife. Which one is that? I gotta look at which one that is. She pooped a tire. I'm glad she isn't pooping tires. No, I probably wouldn't use it. I probably would not use a pepper ball gun. I'm just not really. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the channel for a sec. Hang on. Let me look. Let's go look at what we have here. Probably going to go a little long today. Everybody's okay with that. The giant fixed blade. Oh, I have not shown the catalog yet because I forgot to bring it with me. Oh, are you talking about if it's the big long fixed blade? I'm keeping that one. I love that knife. It is one of my favorite fixed blade knives. Talking about the Steel Will Chieftain, I love that knife. I absolutely love that knife. That is just an awesome knife. I have it packed in a bag. Good old boy. I'll have to show the catalog next time because I forgot to bring it with me when I was getting on here. Oh, dorky. I'm dorky, by the way. Aw. That's Ashlyn, by the way. Well, that's Kaylee, but that's Ashlyn. That's a cute picture. What is my favorite subscription box? I think we decided that it's gonna be Barrel and Blade right now. I mean, but well, it's Carnivore Club because I get to eat it, but it's also Barrel and Blade. Yeah. I love Barrel and Blade right now. Just over the long term with the stuff I've gotten out of it. Boy, I really hope that my EDC club gets here like in the next couple of days because now I'm excited because a couple of people have brought it up that it's a really good thing. So I want to get it. I want to see it. Cold Steel Espada. That is not less than lethal. That is definitely not less than lethal. That is as lethal as you can get. So that is like they were looking for the most ridiculous size knife they could. But it's still, I mean, if we're talking about ridiculous giant knives, don't forget this guy. Ha-cha. Ha-cha. Oh, that's ridiculous giant knife. So I have some. Oh, well, she is, Kaylee is, easier on the eyes than most other things in the world, I would tend to say. So, what is your favorite item ever received in a subscription box? See, this makes me have to think back to a long, I don't know. Oh, my favorite item ever. Oh my God. It's been years and years and boxes and boxes. I don't know. I don't even know. I also don't know. I don't think I've ever had one. Oh, when I get one done, I don't know. I have some stuff in editing, but I haven't finished a project in a long time. I've got stuff going on. There will be one probably next week. Well, see, I think that we are both required to disagree on that. Barrel and Blade is pissing me off. I've updated my card and emailed them 5 times. They refuse to charge me for some reason. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I had nothing. The Lingma, the nuke knife? Is that what you're talking about, Jimmy? The nuke knife was pretty cool. Yeah. And Kaylee's back. So I do know this because I talked to a dude in charge at Barrel and Blade when I was like, "Where's my box?" They have their shipping people have, I don't know what you want to say. They're trying to switch all their stuff over from USPS to UPS, and I think that's caused a big computer problem. There's Deadpool 3. I am looking forward to Deadpool 3. I didn't even know there was going to be a 3. I love Deadpool. I do. Yeah. Although I have trouble seeing his woman in there and not seeing her as Inara. But, Well, for one thing, I know that girlfriends are watching because she's right there. Haha. You know what I love about John Wick? I love that Keanu Reeves actually went to train to learn to shoot like an operator. Like that's cool. That's really cool. Like he didn't just use like doubles and stuff like that. He actually went and trained for it. That's really cool. But so we are a little bit over an hour here. And camping lanterns, I think they've come a long way. I think that some of the new LED ones are amazing. Nebo has some really, really great ones. Nebo has really good stuff that I like a lot. Yeah. I don't know. I think that, I guess that's it. Yeah. He did some really legit training. Like, yeah, you guys should look up his look up his training vids. Like he went to the real deal and said, please train me the way you train for like real competitive shooting. And then he learned. Anyway, so listen, guys, we've been going a little over an hour, and 3 white light modes and 2 red light modes. I have not seen the O Lantern Mini. I wouldn't be afraid to cheat on her because she's an ER surgeon. I would just be afraid to cheat on her because where are you going to get somebody better than that? Anyway, guys, so here's the deal. We've been going a little overtime than normal, and I am going to get wrapped up because I would never, because I'm going to talk to Kaylee for a while, who had a bad day, and because I get to talk to her. It makes my day wonderful. So, and I would never cheat on Kaylee ever in a million years because I'm never going to get better than that ever, 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 ever. So, and I know it. I'm not dumb. So anyway, guys, there is everything I need to. Okay, I'm going to check that out, good old boy. It is dinner time, yeah. But anyway, I thank you guys, as always, for joining me. We got giveaways coming. So, Pharaoh, if you watch this, still need you to get in touch with me for your win. And like I said, Pharaoh has a week to get in touch with me, or we'll just have Kaylee pick out another random number, and we'll give that knife to a runner-up. And you know what'd be cool, Jimmy? If you woke up and your balls were sutured to your forehead. I'm just saying we got to put a humorous spin on it since she is a surgeon and all. But anyway, I'm going to go talk to Kaylee because she is awesome. You guys are all absolutely awesome, though. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I will be back again, new video posting for the custom work on the fake benchmade tomorrow. And something cool coming up on Friday. Let's see what it is. But I will see you then. You guys take care.